Governor Pritzker's proposal to ban student cell phone use during class is moving swiftly through Springfield with bipartisan support. Many educators are embracing that proposal.
WGN's Lauren Jiggett shows us how it would work and why one major parent group opposes it.
As students enter their classroom at Oak Park River Forest High School, their phones are silenced and stored in a numbered pouch.
Can I speak my mind on this?
A policy implemented 2 years ago to tackle a growing frustration amongst teachers.
The frustration, I think, was spending an additional amount and an inordinate amount of time policing phones versus delivering what they love and that they're passionate about, and it's the content of the class.
School counselor Megan Cahill was on the original committee in 2018. And returned after COVID, the frustration only continued to build. Principal Linda Parker says the faculty banded together and with parents developed a new policy.
Even with adults, when it rings, when it buzzes, when it lights up, you feel compelled to check. The students are the same way, and there's an urgency to know what just came in versus staying focused on the content that's being taught.
Good morning, how are you?
Countless studies have concluded wireless devices have transformed the school day. A 2023 Common Sense survey of students ages 11 to 17 found that 97% of students use their phone at school, around 43 minutes a day, picking it up anywhere between less than 1 time to 229 times during the school day. The median was 13 pickups, 32% for social media, and 26% for YouTube.
If it's available, I'll check my phone, especially during lunch and passing periods. I'll be on my phone until class starts, and if classes allow it, then I'll be on my phone during then too.
State Senator Christina Castro co-sponsored legislation that will ban the use of wireless devices in classrooms across Illinois during instructional time.
You know, when you look at students' focus, it really should be on the classroom and what is their teacher is teaching, not their nose in a phone.
Here's how it would work. It would ban all use of portable wireless devices during instructional time across the state. It does not apply to lunchtime, recess, before or after school activities. School-issued devices would be excluded. Schools would determine their own cell phone policies and punishments. The ban will be implemented at the start of the 2026 school year. And exceptions would include IEPs, students with disabilities, emergency use, and other situations determined by the school.
By setting the floor, it gives school districts some cover to actually implement the policy without fear of people upsetting people. Because I think in the end, a lot of folks don't realize how many parents and teachers do want this.
Senator Castro admits the policy has received lukewarm support from students.
I'm able to get my work done fairly well, and so I don't necessarily find a distraction, but I think it's definitely a distraction for other students within the school and in my classes that I see.
We do have cubbies for our phones, and some teachers make us put our phone away, so you're not able to get your phone, which I think is not a bad idea because you're able to focus and not be distracted by using your phone. And people choose to respect teachers more because you have nothing else to do but pay attention in class.
It's been a bipartisan issue across the country, finding support from California to Florida, Arkansas to New York. University of Southern California psychologist Dr. Ravi Iyer's work focuses on technology's impact on society, and he supports a bell-to-bell ban.
The full day restriction is what gives teachers the ability to no longer be the phone police and to no longer have to tell kids to put away their phones. So they can just work on teaching, and the phones are away the entire day and everyone gets a break.
But there has been some pushback, especially with the bell-to-bell policy. The National Parents Union recently completed a survey of 1,500 public school parents with children in kindergarten through 12th grade. 56% believe students should sometimes be allowed to use their phones in school, especially during lunch or recess, at sporting events, or in class if approved by a teacher. While some schools have embraced lock boxes, that was not a popular option in the survey. Of parents whose children attend a school with a cell phone policy, 59% support keeping phones in backpacks, 15% in a central location, 14% in a locked cabinet in a classroom. The main reason parents want their child to have a phone at school: in case of an emergency.
Parents really have a very visceral reaction to the idea that their kids are not going to have access to these communications devices.
National Parents Union President Carrie Rodriguez says it comes down to trust.
Until you make our classrooms safe, whether it's from gun violence, bullying, mental health concerns, you're not taking my kid's cell phone. They will find a way around these bans. They will send their kids to school with burner phones because kids don't trust the system. And parents don't trust the system like that.
Proponents say they understand that viewpoint, but also argue phones still don't belong in classrooms.
And it totally makes sense emotionally, but if you think about it logically, do you really want every kid, if there is a, God forbid, a school shooting incident, do you want every kid like calling their parents, or do you want every kid, listening to the teacher, engaging in whatever they need to do to keep themselves safe? And many school safety experts have made that point.
2 years in, the biggest issues at Oak Park River Forest High School, students mistakenly taking the wrong phone, an error quickly corrected. Principal Parker calls it a much-needed break for everyone.
Teachers said, oh my goodness, conversation buzz returned to the classroom. There were students asking each other questions, turning to one another, asking better questions in class, raising their hand to become involved. And the funniest part was when someone said, someone passed an old-fashioned note like they used to in class, because that had stopped because kids are texting all over, and an old-fashioned note got passed in class. And so I thought that was cute. But it was very much more an active classroom around the learning.
Lauren Jiggets, WGN News.
So last month, the bill passed the Senate in a vote of 55-0. It's currently moving through the House.